Alright. What a very exciting NFL wildcard weekend we had. Alright, let's go over those picks that I made. You know, I got 3 out of 4 correct, so that was like a 75%, so that's not bad, I guess. You know, Saturday I got it all completely correct. I had Houston winning against Cincinnati, and I knew that they were going to struggle in that game as well, but still pick up the victory, so I got that correct. The Green Bay Minnesota game, I got that correct. I knew Green Bay was going to win, but I wasn't expecting to be like that. Minnesota got blown out, basically. The Sunday games was a different story. You know, I had Indianapolis knocking off Baltimore, but that didn't happen. Instead, Baltimore just blew by the Colts. And then the fourth game was Seattle against Washington. I had that game 9-0, big time. I had Seattle winning. Unfortunately, you know, RG3 had to get injured, and that might have been a factor to Seattle win. It might have been, but you know, I never considered injuries like that. So I just, you know, and you can't go wrong with the pick. So I just said, you know what, I think Seattle go get the job done, and they did. So even though Baltimore made it to go against Denver, that still doesn't affect my divisional picks. Let me go over them real quick. I still got Denver knocking off Baltimore this time instead of Indianapolis, obviously. I still got New England knocking off Houston. I still got San Francisco knocking off Green Bay. And I still got Atlanta knocking off Seattle. Let's go.
This is a Tru Inferno explosion.
Alright, YouTube citizens, ladies and gentlemen of all ages, this is your boy, Tru Inferno, with a Call of Duty Black Ops 2 commentary gameplay video on YouTube. Messed up on the title a little bit, but as far as the rhythm and flow, I gotten used to it. Okay, with that out the way, it's time to change the mood a little bit because it's time for me to go on a little bitty rant. What about, you might ask? DLC content. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for DLC season to begin once again as the new maps coming out for Black Ops 2 Revelations. Yes. Now, and that's the problem right there. That's the problem right there. Not the fact that it's coming out, but the fact that it's coming out in freaking January, just like it did last year. Why? I'll get more in that second. Let me tell y'all what's going to be in this Revolution. I think I said Revelation, but I meant to say Revolution. This Revolution DLC. It's going to be 4 new maps, multiplayer maps: Hydro, Downhill, Grind, and Mirage. A new zombie map, which is called Die Rise, a new zombie game mode, which is called Turned, and a new weapon for multiplayer use, which happens to be called the Peacekeeper. And what the Peacekeeper is officially it's a SMG, so if you're looking for it in the game, it's going to be under the SMG category, but in reality, it's a hybrid between an SMG and an assault rifle. And just by hearing that and seeing how this gun looks already, I'm like, yeah, that's going to be the one I'm going to be using. I'm gonna try that mug out. If it's like a 3-round burst, not so much. But if it's like a straight up assault rifle that fire like 50 rounds per second, something like that, then yeah. Alright. But the main question I have is, 1, should I get the season pass? 2, should I buy the DLC separately? 3, should I get it for both systems, the season pass, or to buy the DLC separately for both systems? And 4, should you? Well, let's compare the season pass this year to Elite of last year. Well, when dealing with Elite, their season didn't start until January, late January I might add, where the game came out in November, which was stupid. And then how they did it was, how they released these DLCs was stupid. They released 2 maps and some extra crap or whatever in January for Xbox Elite members, and then in February they released one more multiplayer maps for Xbox Elite members. Then on the same month, but sometime later, they released those first 2 maps for the PS3 Elite members. And you know, they kept doing it like that and that. But then, like in the middle, like let's say March, they came out with Collection 1 for non-Elite members for the Xbox first. So, and at that point in Collection 1, you got 6 multiplayer maps where the PS3 Elite members only had 2 at that point in time. And then Xbox Elite members got the remaining 3 maps 2 weeks prior to regular Xbox members getting those same maps, plus the 3 maps from January and February. And I'm thinking to myself, how in the hell does that make me feel elite? I get my stuff 2 weeks in advance. No, y'all was saying like a couple of months in advance. Yes, I know the second map came in January, the second one came in February, and they not getting those until March. But that's just half. The other half didn't come until 2 weeks prior to regular members getting it. Like, it's stupid. It was retarded. And then, of course, Collection 1 came out in April for regular PS3 members, and they kept doing it like that. And also, regular Xbox members were getting their maps first over PS3 Elite members, which also made no damn sense also. And plus, Elite just didn't deliver at all, because they were talking about, oh, you'll be able to join tournaments, and you can download guns and weapons and stuff like that. Nope. Just maps. And then, even with the Collection 1s, the Collection 2, the Collection 3, the Collection 4s, if you bought all 4, that's $60. So yeah, if you got Elite, you'll be saving money. However, with Modern Warfare 3, there's only one game mode everybody cared about, and that was multiplayer. You know, not Spec Ops, especially not Face Off. Not a lot of people did Face Off, and you know, some people did Spec Ops. You know, I did Spec Ops myself, but in reality, it's all about multiplayer in Modern Warfare 3. So we wanted the multiplayer maps. So in Collection 3, there was no multiplayer maps. It was just a Face Off map and Spec Ops maps. So in reality, if you skip Collection 3 and went straight for Collection 1, 2, and 4, that's actually $45, and you save $5 from not getting that crappy Elite system. Now in my case, the good thing about the Elite system was that in my case, I got discounts. You know, cause I was one of the smart ones who got the Hardened Edition that came with the game and the Elite. Saved $10 off of that. Not to mention, when I got my PS3 copy, when I got my PS3 copy, I had discounts also. So, you know, I didn't pay much on that. But then with the Xbox Hardened Edition, I also traded in a game, and the Hardened Edition was on sale. So it went from $100 to $80. But then I traded in a game, and then I got some discounts on that Hardened Edition. So, you know, I didn't necessarily pay a full $50 for either one. In fact, if I had to do the math, I'd probably say I probably paid close to or around $50 for both Elite service on the PS3 and Xbox 360. So, you know, money-wise, I came out pretty good when it comes to buying the Elite system for both systems. This time around with the Season Pass, the bad thing about it is, no, they didn't bundle it up with the game. You have to get the Season Pass separately. There's no discounts. It's straight up $50, you know. And then the second thing is, it's still an unknown, because we know what going to be in the first DLC. You know, we go to get multiplayer maps, but what about the second, third, and fourth? Will those 3 DLC contain multiplayer maps, or will it be just 2 out of the remaining 3, just like they did last year? Or heck, as far as we know, Revolution could be the only one to have multiplayer maps. Now, I know this is Black Ops 2, and a lot of people play zombies as well as multiplayer, so there's going to be some zombie stuff in it too. But I'm more of a multiplayer guy, so if I was to go the DLC route and pay $50 each, I want multiplayer maps. I don't want just zombie maps. I want multiplayer maps too. Especially by doing the Season Pass. You know, I don't want the notion that I wasted my money by getting the Season Pass, but they don't give me all, you know, multiplayer maps for each update. Instead, they just give me zombie map for DLC number 3 or whatever, you know. Now, the good thing about the Season Pass is they actually come out with guns. So yes, we've seen one so far. They came out with a new game mode, which is also good. So they are kind of living up to the expectation. So, the final verdict of should I get the season pass or just do the download DLC? Well, I think at first it's a tough one, but if I was you guys, I would just do the DLC. Just buy the DLC separately, 15 bucks each. Cause you don't know what's going to be in which map. You're dealing with the unknown. Now, in my case, because it's Black Ops 2, and I love the Black Ops franchise. Black Ops 1 was amazing. Black Ops 2 is starting to get pretty amazing too. And the maps are better than Modern Warfare 3. I'm going to do the Season Pass, but just for the Xbox only. You know, because they favor the Xbox over the PS3. And plus, everybody playing on the Xbox more than on the PS3. Even if they have the game for both systems, it's Xbox more. Well, this is Tru Inferno saying peace out. Stack Dough 2012 Feature Song of the Year. Finish us out.
1,000 thread count sheets, mattress like a cloud. Woke up on another level, I ain't coming down. Before I even brush my teeth, I'm rolling up the loud. Trying to recollect what I did when I was downtown. A bunch of bitches on my niggas, yeah, it's going down. Glass elevator, take me to the lower ground. Smoking sour with the fresh flowers all around. 5-star living is the only thing my team allows. No stack, go, might move with no roof. Jump in and out of coops, sip lean from glass flutes. This team, the dream team, they shoot with no hoops. You all with no proof, I call they cut loose. You small, I stand tall, catch clouds, whip on cruise. Check the weather on his phone as I plot my move. I'm cool as cold front, shit hotter than mid-June. The clouds, they hang low, my yays, they see through.